Hey team, so this is a sample trim notice. This is what comes out in the state of Florida in the month of August. In different states, it'll be different times of the year. But this is the estimate for what the property taxes are going to be for a current homeowner of that year. So this is a sample of it. There's going to be some important things to be able to note on this. It's going to look a little bit different from county to county, definitely from state to state, but a couple things will be very important. You're going to see market value, let's say the top left in this situation is for 2022. You're also going to see it for 2023. This is our estimate for what your value is going to be. It's mainly coming from the sales from the previous year, but there's other ways that county appraisers can be able to come up with that market value. That's only important if you're buying a property for the first time, like you're a new owner for that property, like you just purchased it last year, because that's what your taxes are going to be mainly based off of. For anyone who's owned a home for more than 1 year, it's going to mainly be going off of the assessed value. In the state of Florida, that assessed value, if you're homesteaded, cannot go up more than 3%. And if you are not homesteaded, using it as a primary residence, then it can go up no more than 10%. So in this example, if you see a $212,000 assessed value for 2022, that cannot go up more than 3% going to 2023. In basic math, I would say that comes out to roughly about 220, 225, somewhere around there. If it goes up more than that, then you probably added on something new to your property. A new pool, a new enclosure, a new accessory dwelling unit. You've added on something new above that is not considered just general maintenance. If you just change out your roof from shingles to shingles, that's just maintenance. If you do some other things on the interior, like some updates to the bathroom, etc., that's maintenance. That's not going to increase your assessed value. But anything above and beyond just general maintenance, that's going to be adding square footage that's new, that will go on above that 3%. But in general, it's not going above for a majority of people more than 3%. And then the taxable value is going to be that assessed value minus homestead or whatever other exemptions you have. State of Florida, that goes homestead up to $50,000 with some additional exemptions. So in general, assessed value times 3% is going to get you the next assessed value for the year after. So as you can see in the situation, went from 212 assessed value to 228. If you minus 50K and homestead, that puts you at 178,000 taxable value for 2023. If you look at the different columns, there's going to be a column 1, which is the year before, column 2, which is if taxes don't increase by those municipal authorities. Column 3 is going to be if they decide to increase the taxes. And then all those different numbers going down until you get to the next yellow part is going to be the different rates for these different municipal authorities. So the county, they're going to have a couple different things that they're taxing for. The public schools, they're going to be taxing for a couple things. Your municipality, so many times that's your city. So if you're in Orange County, your city could be Orlando, or your city could be Winter Garden. They're going to have certain taxes. The water in this situation has taxes. There's a few different things that have tax, but in general, it's going to be the county and the schools and your city are going to be the three main things that are going to be taxing you when it comes to your actual property taxes. So the middle column you can normally just disregard because they are not going to make it to where it stays the same. It's normally going to go up, and normally it's going to end up being in that right-hand column that says if proposed budget change is adopted for 2023. And in this situation, the taxes went up roughly $250 if you're looking in that grand total count. In the state of Florida, you can always estimate about 2% of your assessed value or your taxable value as what it's going to end up being. It's not going to be exact, but if you know that you're going to be at roughly taxable value of $200,000, that's going to mean you're probably going to be at close to $4,000 for your grand total for taxes. So that's how it works. You're not paying for that in August. That gets paid in November. If you have a mortgage, the mortgage company will pay for that, and they'll probably increase your actual monthly payments on your mortgage. If you do not have a mortgage, then you will have to pay that come November. The latest you can pay for it is March 1st, but you get a 4% discount in November, 3% in December, 2% January, 1% February. Have a great